welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a mid-year reset video. If you guys have been following my channel since the start of 2022, I started doing these monthly resets inspired by my friend Carter Sullivan on YouTube. She does a lot of these, and I actually missed last month's, but I figured it might be a good time to just do an entire yearly check-in instead of just doing a monthly check-in, especially because over the summer, I'm not super goal-oriented. I really like to have the summer as a time to travel, spend time with family and friends, relax a little bit more. I'm not as hard on myself. It's also kind of my slower season for work. I thought instead I would just do an entire mid-year reset, and this was specifically inspired by my friend Rachel Vin. She did one of these recently, and I also love a lot of the segments she included, and so this is gonna have a few different things in it. In this apartment, I don't yet have a desk, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we're making do with what we have today. I'm just using this desk that we haven't set up yet. I'm still trying to get one that's like a wicker material. I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace but haven't found anything. Something really small. For today's video, I wanted to reflect on my yearly goals that I set. I talked about these in a podcast, but I figured I would just see if we're progressing and see if I even want to keep a lot of these goals. I then want to do a little bit of a financial check-in, just look over the budget and see if we are progressing towards those yearly goals. I did have a savings goal I wanted to hit and also an income goal for myself. I did kind of have a number that I wanted to accomplish. For my own personal use, I'm going to do that, check our investments. I also want to clean out our desktop, and I thought it would be fun. I saw Carter do this too. She created like a collage wallpaper of kind of a vision for the rest of her year, and I thought that would be fun to do. I'm not a very crafty person, so we'll see. And then some new things I want to do. One, I wanted to share some of my favorite items so far in 2022, specifically just miscellaneous things, a lot of the things that I feel like I've been using a lot so far in the year. And then I also wanted to share my favorite clothing pieces of 2022. There are a lot of just staple pieces I've been wearing, things that I've really been enjoying, so I figured I could share those. I saw Rachel do this and I thought that was a great idea. And then I want to finish off by just doing a few kind of reset tasks, more so just cleaning around the apartment. I haven't actually deep cleaned this apartment since we moved in at the end of June, beginning of June. What is time? And so I want to go ahead and just do a deep clean of the bathroom, specifically our windows, our sink, and Aiden has our car right now, but I'd like to deep clean the car too if we have time. So I've had a friend come join me. Let's go through these yearly goals that I had. The first one was to host people more often. And I would say that this has kind of happened. I don't think that I have really hosted as many people as I would actually like to. It's so easy for me to get comfortable in my routine. I'm a very routine-oriented person. I like kind of doing the same old. I really feel content that way, but I know that having people over and just enjoying people's company, that's something I definitely want to keep doing. Keep pushing myself to get physically stronger. This one has been a big one for me this year, and I think that I have truly excelled at this one because I have really been pushing myself in workouts, specifically on strength-related stuff. I've just noticed a lot of changes in, one, my body, just feeling like I have muscles where I didn't used to, especially in my arms. That's been a goal of mine for a while, to get specifically arm strength, and so that one I definitely feel like I have, and we've been keeping up with F45 a lot. I had fine rhythm in my relationship, so this one I definitely think we have also been doing because coming up on 2 years being married, and I really just wanted to keep flow of our relationship and be able to continue spending quality time together, pressing into curiosity. So this one I specifically had mostly for YouTube, and then also my journey of going off the birth control pill. And YouTube, as of lately, I think I've been trying to think of new ideas. I definitely think in the new year I was a bit more inspired to try new ideas, so I want to keep that up. And it's always nice to reflect like this because it makes me think, okay, I want to just keep trying to push myself with my videos and to be creative and still always treat this as, yes, a hobby, but also a job where I do need to keep growing and stretching. And then when it comes to going off the birth control pill, I've definitely been learning a lot about my body, learning that it's not as easy as I thought to get off the pill and for things just to go back to normal. So definitely learning about that. I had putting a certain amount of money down on a house. So obviously we did not buy a house, and I'm actually really thankful that we didn't, because I think if we would have bought when we were going to, we also just weren't fully sure where we wanted to live. And I'm really thankful that we've taken the time to be patient with the house stuff, even though I really would love to be in a house right now, and we have saved the money that we want to save for buying a home. But I think it'll come in God's timing, and sometimes that's not always my time. Number 6 was more road trips. I feel like we actually haven't done too many road trips, but I have 2 coming up. We are going to the beach with our friends in Texas actually on Wednesday when I'm recording this, and then we're also going to Florida with my family, which I'm so excited for both those trips. But Florida. We've had this one booked for a really long time, so I'm so excited for that, and I love road trips, so I'm excited for those. I had to cling to what is good, and I don't know if I've actually done this one very well. When I wrote this goal, I had the verse Philippians 4:8 in mind that says, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there's any excellence, if there's anything worthy of praise, think about these things. I think as of lately, I've been feeling a little bit distracted, and I know life is not always about only thinking about things that are good, but I have found myself being quite anxious lately, but I don't always think that feeling the way I do right now is a bad thing. So don't take criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice from. I actually feel like I have done this one. I think since doing this kind of job online for so long, I'm always really grateful for getting like helpful feedback on things. But when there are so many people out there giving you different opinions on everything, it can be easy to get lost in that and kind of lose the sense of your own intuition, and for me, like my own guidance from God. And so I've been trying to focus on that more. Throwing myself into uncomfortable situations, honestly, no. I feel like I really haven't done this, but I do anticipate this happening in the future, so I haven't really done that much right now. And then lastly, I had to pray more actively for Aiden and our family. I think that I have been focusing a lot on our prayer time, and I know I talk about our balcony and spending time out there, but it's been a really good space for me just to sit, pray, and reflect, and I'm really thankful for it for that reason, and I think it's helped with my prayer journey for sure. For finances, I don't show like everything. I just prefer to keep those things private. I'm going through right now and I'm just looking at our investments and then also my tax information. Something when I'm self-employed that I do all of my own bookkeeping is just keeping up with all of my payments. And as a content creator, you get a lot of different payments from different people, and it's good to keep track of everything on the horizon. And I feel like over the last 2 months, because most of the times when I do sponsorships or anything like that, I book those out a couple months in advance. And so I want to go through and just add all those into an Excel sheet that I keep just to keep track of payments, if I'm getting paid on time from brands, and payment schedules, that kind of thing. And I'm also just going to look over a bank statement and see if there are any areas where I feel like we can cut from our budget, if I'm going a little crazy in certain areas. So let's do it. One area that I have been struggling with lately has been food. I have been going to Whole Foods pretty often lately, which I like because I love shopping at Whole Foods. It's really fun. I love their produce, but I've been spending so much money. I just totaled up how much money I've spent at Whole Foods, and it is not great. And so I'm trying to be better at grocery shopping. This is always my struggle, and I feel like we use a lot of the food too. I don't really waste a ton of food. I try to cook with everything, but we just eat so much from home, and it's also a big part of my job too, cooking and sharing recipes online. And so it's not something that I feel super guilty about, but it adds up really quick. So I think that's just a mental note to chill on Whole Foods and incorporate some more Trader Joe's runs and just more affordable grocery shopping, because Whole Foods will get ya. Okay, now I want to go through, and this part's a little bit more fun. I'm going to go through and just organize my desktop. It's pretty organized right now, but I'm also going to go ahead and make that background. I believe Carter just made hers on Canva, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to go on there and make myself a background, maybe play some music. I just finished my wallpaper and that was so much fun. I'm not really into like stuff like this normally. I don't know why, but it just made me so inspired. I just scrolled on Pinterest and I just inserted photos that made me feel really happy and things that were just inspiring. I do so much work on my laptop, so it's nice to be able to look at a wallpaper that just makes me happy. So I'll have the template I use from Canva. It's just one of their simple templates, and I have a few different photos on here. A couple of quotes I really like. I've had both these saved. One is from Max Lucado and then one is from Tess Guinieri. I think that they're both just either sweet poems or quotes. And then two of these are photos of me and Aiden. These are two of my like ultimate favorite photos that we've ever taken together. And then I have a field that I thought was really beautiful, the ocean. I really love being at the ocean. And then I have one of a horse too, because if you listen to my podcast, you know, I kind of want to take up horseback riding in the fall. So those are some things that are just inspiring me right now. And I would highly recommend doing that, especially to kind of revamp your inspiration for the second half of the year. I think it was really fun. I wanted to share a few of my favorite things for the year so far. I feel like I never really do favorites videos or anything like that anymore, so this is very different for me. I'll say the first thing and the biggest thing is my Dyson vacuum. I currently use the Outsize Absolute Plus and I've been loving this vacuum. You can get them on Facebook Marketplace. That's where I got my first one until I started working with them, but it makes cleaning our home just so much easier. And yeah, I've been a huge fan of using the Dyson lately. Also have to give a shout out to my Seed Pro and Prebiotic. It is amazing. It's a symbiotic, so it's both a pre and a probiotic, but it is such a game changer for gut health, for skin health. I feel like it's a big reason why my skin has cleared up. If you guys have been here when I was going off the pill and my skin was breaking out really badly, I really feel like Seed has helped a lot with it. So I do have a discount with them. If you guys want to check them out, I'll have them in the description. It's not like an affiliate link or anything. It has changed my life and I'm trying to get Aiden on it right now because it just makes life better when you're regular on a schedule with all that stuff. So I love Seed. Our king size bed is a new one. We recently upgraded to a king and it has been phenomenal for our sleep. And yeah, it's funny because I feel like I just stay on my side anyways, but Aiden is someone who sprawls out, and so I love him, but I also love a little bit of space when I'm sleeping, and so it's been a lot more helpful just having more space in bed. And yeah, switching from a queen to a king, it's not necessary, but it's been really nice for us. This was quite a few purchases, but our balcony makeover, I've been loving our balcony. I talk about it all the time. I show it in a lot of videos, but it's really my happy place, just my little slice of outdoor life. I really, really like it, and I'm really happy that we did that in this new apartment. Sunscreen's been a big thing. I really have been loving the Tula sunscreen. This is the Protect and Glow one. Love just kind of like the glowy, dewy look it gives. And then I've also been loving the Kopari sunscreen that has like a really pretty shimmer to it. Really, really like that sunscreen. It's super beautiful and it just gives your skin like a nice shine. Really like it. I'm wearing it right now. You can't really tell. My devotional, my utmost for his highest. You guys know I probably talk about this in every single video, but it's my favorite devotional. I love how it has a little selection that you can read for the day, and then it also includes verses. It's just a really great read, and I've been using that basically every single morning. Really, really like it. Another book is Taking Charge of Your Fertility. So I read this before I went off birth control just to learn more about my cycle and a lot about women's health that I feel like I should have known, but I didn't know. And it was super informative and helpful. While my cycles are still regulating, I feel like I can't accurately use this just because things aren't regular. I can't exactly do natural family planning because I don't really know when I'm ever gonna get my period. And so it has still been informative though to read. So I'll have that one linked down below if you guys want to check it out. And then lastly is the thing that's right behind me. This Casa Luna blanket has also been so comfortable. I love just throwing that on. We've only had that for about a week, but it's relatively affordable too because it's from Target. So I'll have that link down below too. I'm gonna try all these things on, but for clothing favorites, the first thing has been my Urban Outfitters denim shorts. I love these shorts because they're a great length. I feel like a lot of times with denim shorts, they're just way too short for me personally, but I love these. They're really comfortable and I like the fraying detail on them. I got those in March and they've held up really well. So really like those. My Anthropologie belt bag is another big favorite. It has been a game changer just for taking cash on walks, having like a cute bag instead of throwing on my old fanny pack that I used to wear. And yeah, I really, really like that belt bag. It's super cute. These pink slippers that I'm wearing, I've seen basically everyone have these. These are from Amazon. So comfortable. They feel like clouds. Those are also really affordable, but I wear those all the time and I've been wearing those pretty much all throughout the year. And the last two are things that I'm wearing. So one is just hair bandanas. I've worn so many of these hair scarves. I really, really like them. I think they're super cute. They kind of look a little cottagecore, but I think that they're really fun just to switch things up. And then also lastly, I've just realized how much I love wearing flowy dresses, just throwing these on, especially in the summer in Texas. I have quite a few different ones. So some from Urban Outfitters. This one's from Target that I'm wearing today, but they're just the best for throwing on when you want an easy outfit. And I've just realized it's kind of my style lately. I just changed into something a little bit comfier because now we're gonna do a few of the cleaning things that I wanted to get done. I'm also still drinking this. And there's a cat hair on the straw, but that is typical. I'm gonna start by cleaning our sink. That's something that frequently gets really, really dirty. So I'm just gonna rub some baking soda on it, some vinegar, and then I also like to squeeze lemon juice to give it kind of a nice lemon set. So we're gonna do that. I just like to go in with my baking soda and sprinkle it everywhere. So I'm first gonna do this. This is kind of like a more natural cleaner too, which is nice. Then this is just vinegar, like all-purpose vinegar, and I'm gonna spray all the baking soda. And then I just like to let that sit for about 10 minutes or so it gets kind of foamy, and then we'll do the next step. I'm now just cleaning our windows, and I would be interested to hear if you guys know of a better like natural cleaning solution for glass. I would really appreciate it because I only have Windex and I haven't found anything that works as well as this as far as natural stuff goes. So let me know down below if you know. Now that this is sat, I'm just gonna go through with my brush and I'm gonna scrub it all in.
You are the one who takes my breath away.
I'm then just gonna rub my lemon all over the sink.
I'm free. I surrender.
Okay, now I'm gonna clean the shower because I haven't cleaned this since we moved in, which is kind of gross, but it needs to be done. And honestly, I think this is gonna be the last cleaning thing I do in this video. I really did wanna clean the car, and I would also like to do baking soda on our couch and vacuum it up because that always freshens it up. But I just don't have time today because it's almost 5 o'clock and we have a workout tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrub down our shower and then also clean our toilet too because that's another thing that needs to be done. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you liked kind of the different layout, if you'd like to be adding the other segments. I do plan on continuing to do these monthly resets, but just switching them up by what I'm including. Maybe I should add like a book segment too. I've had a few people asking about my favorite books recently, so maybe that would be good. But yeah, I hope this helped you just feel inspired for the second half of the year. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye friends.